Hi, welcome to the Get Ready with God podcast. My name is Julie Taylor and I'm your host, and I am not God. Obviously, I'm not an expert. I'm not even a scriptorian. I'm literally just a girl sitting in front of a microphone, hoping God is real. The Get Ready with God podcast is the daily devotional podcast to help you see divinity in every day. So I've been thinking a lot about effort and trying because I know that I say a lot, just have to keep trying. And I was just at an event for one of my kids, and my kids are not the best in what they do. And I was just like so proud and so excited and cheering them on. And like no part of me is like disappointed that they don't win, right? And I was thinking about my own life and how I have never been the best at anything. Like anything. I'm trying to think. I've never been the best at anything. And I am such a tryhard. I have never related to effortlessness. I've actually been like really turned off by those narratives of like things should be effortless, like things that are meant for you should be effortless, like your gifts should be effortless. Like nothing in my life has ever been effortless. I try very, very, very hard. And so I was just thinking about how much more vulnerable it is to show up and to try when you are not the best. And sometimes when you're not even good at the thing. And so that's why we try to reframe everything of like, what is success and where's the value, and the joy is in the journey, and like all of these things, I think, to try to like coach ourselves through what it feels like to consistently try really hard and not be the best and not be good and not win. But I think there's a lot of value in it. There's a lot of vulnerability in it. There's a lot of value in it. And I am a big proponent for being an embarrassing try hard because I think it's a lot more fun. I think there's a lot more fulfillment in it. I think there's a lot more creativity in it. There's a lot more interest in it. It's so boring to not try. But this conversation that we've been having this whole last week, an essential part of being willing to try and able to try is being able to be resilient and come back from constant disappointment. And so I'm sure that it's fun to be the best at things. I'm sure that it's fun to win. I don't have a lot of personal experience in that realm, and I'm not just trying to be self-deprecating. It's just like I do a lot of things. I try a lot of things, and some of them are mildly successful, some are fine, and some are complete fails and flops. I think about this a lot when I think about running marathons. It's been at least 5 episodes since I brought up running marathons, so give me a trophy. But I think one of the reasons that I like marathons is that people do win marathons, but it's a very individual sport in that you can beat yourself. And so you're always trying to improve upon yourself. But also, there is a lot of value in just finishing the race and just trying and working and finishing. And I find that effort really, really satisfying. So, yes, this is an episode for the tryhards, and I would love more of you to join us. So anyway, this has all just been making me think, like, what is the value in trying? Why do I care about effort so much? And maybe it is just to comfort myself because I am a tryhard who's never been wildly successful. But I think there's deeper value here in effort. And I think there's deeper value in trying and being willing to try over and over and over again, specifically when you don't win, specifically when you're not successful. And faith is one of those things for me where I just try and try and try and try. I keep trying to believe. I keep trying to build faith, and I just have to put so much effort into it, and I just never quite achieve the level of like faith or knowing or peace that other people seem to have a lot more effortlessly than I. Anyway, I was talking to a friend a few weeks ago, and she brought up the Sermon on the Mount. So look at us being scriptorians. In the Bible, in Matthew, and as part of the Sermon on the Mount, which is like Jesus teaching, there's a part that she brought up to me that says, "Blessed are they who do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled." And she was bringing it up like, blessed are they who hunger and thirst, not blessed are they who are fed. And I just kept thinking about, I've been thinking about it for weeks. This conversation was maybe even months ago at this point. And I just think that this is maybe a little bit of like divine confirmation, but I think we're on to something here. Like, I think Jesus was on to something. Blessed are they who do hunger and thirst after it. Like, blessed are they who try, who want. And wanting is a big focus of my life right now. I want to learn how to want more without satisfaction. And I live in a very like instant gratification. Like if I need something, I buy it on Amazon and it's at my door even faster than 2 days now. It's like in a few hours. There's just not a lot of wanting. There's wanting for other things, but like immediate comfort or immediate validation or immediate, like we just live in such a short, quick feedback world. I can get the feedback I want. I can get the validation that I want. I can get the stuff that I want. I'm not left to want on a daily basis for basic needs, and that is a privilege of my life. But I think that the problem that has come from that is just the discomfort that comes with wanting is being like less and less necessary. And so that's not a skill that I'm flexing, that I'm working on anymore. But wanting and trying and working hard and the effort, it's all really, really sacred stuff to me. And I think that it's more sacred than winning. And I think it's more sacred than success. And I think that we get little fragments of winning or success to keep us going sometimes. And sometimes we don't. Sometimes we have to keep trying forever without ever quite seeing the fruits of it. But I have to believe that it is like a sanctifying experience, like the effort itself, the trying, the hungering, the thirsting, the wanting. I think that is the sacred action. And I think there's more value in that than any type of result or winning. So if it's good enough for Jesus to teach, it's good enough for us, right? So I guess I just want to say, if you're a person who's always trying and never winning and is putting a lot of effort and nothing quite seems to be effortless in your life, or you're trying so hard and just never quite getting the faith or the peace that you desire so badly, I want us to remember this. Like, blessed are they who do hunger and thirst. We just have to want it. We just have to try. And so if you're not there yet, if you're not in a place of effort and trying and hungering and thirsting and fighting and going for it, because that is a very vulnerable, exhausting thing. It's not effortless. And so if you're not quite there yet, maybe your goal, maybe your prayer, maybe your desire, maybe your intention, whatever word you want to put this package into, maybe it is just, man, help me want, help me hunger, help me thirst, help me try, help me be willing to try, help me be brave enough to try, help me keep trying. I don't know what intention you need in your life right now, but I know for me, I'm working on wanting, and I'm working on sustaining the amount of effort that it takes to be a try hard without a certain level of success or validation to comfort you or to keep you going. It's really hard. If I'm being very transparent with you, it's very hard to sustain believing in things that you don't know. It's taxing. It's exhausting. And there's a cycle that it just, every time it comes up, it's just like, oh, I don't want to try anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. But I think that there's sanctification in the effort. And I do think that it is vital that we find ways to keep trying and to shake off the pressure that things should be effortless. And if it's a gift, if it's a divine gift, it should be effortless. And if you're on the right path, it should be effortless. I think that is bull S. It's not an explicit podcast, but that's what I think about that. I think that's lies. I don't think it's effortless. Maybe that's just my experience. All you winners out there, all you wildly successful winners are like, how sad that these tryhards have to spin this narrative to make themselves feel better. I know. I agree. Tell me how it is from the top of the podium. I would love to know. Love you. Bye.